that, never gotta sweet that. You can bet that, never gotta sweet that.
I'll be the rubber, you'll be the match. I won't be a few. Boom, painter, baby, you can be the mute. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. I got a cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise a bet, if you're the joker.
Chit chat with cutie, that's what they said, yep.
Chit chat with QT was killing.
Chit chat with QT for all of this tea.
So let's get into this video, guys. Did you guys catch Mel's interview yesterday with the ladies of Ooh Ladies First, Bondi, Jamie, and Niecy? Well, it was a great interview. Mel seemed to me just more in her element, very, very comfortable. Now, I know her and Bondi are pretty cool, and I just felt that. I just felt different vibes. My girl Mel even cussed a few times, so that let me know that she felt really, really comfortable and was able to let her guards down. Now, if you haven't seen the interview, make sure to go to Bondi Blue's page. That's where I watched it. I will also drop the link in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get into some tea. First of all, the ladies asked some great questions, and Mel gave some great answers. So I'm going to bounce around. What I wanted to start with was the questions that she was asked about this friendship with Carlos King. Now, Mel made it clear that her and Carlos are not just keying on the phone. She's not calling him and saying, hey, what you doing today? What you eating today? None of that. And we know that in Carlos's interview last week, he basically made it appear that way. He kept saying, me and Mel are good friends, millimeters. I want y'all to know, me and Mel are good friends. And basically, they aren't. Now, she does not have any issues with Carlos, but she let it be known, yeah, we are producers on the show. And if she has a question about this or that in regards to the show, then she will call Carlos then. But what kind of made me upset about Mel and Carlos's friendship, whatever you want to call it, was, I'm not sure if it was Bondi who asked the question, but they asked Mel if Carlos had apologized to her about some of the things that were going on the show. So this is what clicked in my mind when it comes to Carlos. Carlos is going to be a producer first and get the story or put something out there, and then after the fact, he apologizes. So you guys remember at the reunion when he told Mel that she wasn't enough, Mel said that Carlos apologized that same day. My thing is, think about shit before you say it. Don't keep doing things or putting this woman in compromising positions, and then you get that story, air that story, and yeah, let me apologize. She stated that he did apologize, I guess, about this sort of gang up mentality or whatever. And again, you've taped 2-3 years of the bullshit and then you apologize. Mel also let it be known that she didn't meet, and I'm not sure where this came out, I didn't hear it, but they asked Mel if she met with Carlos, the producer Angela, and Tisha. And she let it be known that Tisha was not involved. So we do know that Mel did have a sit down with Carlos and the other producer. I believe that she also mentioned before that she may have sat down with some of the executives with the network, not sure. But somehow there was a rumor going around that Tisha was in the mix and she wasn't. So she stated that they all basically decided to try to come together for the greater good of the show. But things are exactly how they are. She's not messing with them. Let me say that. That's better than the word I was just about to say. She's not messing with them in any other way off of the show. And this is another thing that surprised me. And I've been trying to wreck my brain because initially I did hear that the blow up with Martel was with someone else backstage. This was around the time where I released that exclusive of Wanda going live after the reunion when Destiny was sitting next to her. And in that conversation of Destiny, whoever she was talking to, she mentioned something about Martel Backstage. But Mel cleared it up that the incident with Martel Backstage had nothing to do with her. And if I'm not mistaken, and you guys drop down in my comments and let me know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe initially it was going around that Martel and Marceau got into it backstage. But no matter what, even if it did not concern Mel did tweet last week that what Martel did basically should have had his ass fired from this show. But if you guys, again, heard any other names, drop down, let me know so I can try to recollect my memory because I've been stumped. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the storminess of it all. So Mel basically broke it down that her and Stormy met through DMs. And we know Miss Stormy had this big problem, big stank face last week, talking about she's not going to DM a friend. And like Mel said, you may as well DM me because you're still looking at my stories. But she talked about how they met. She said something about Stormy's husband had purchased her the G-Wagon truck and all of that. And I guess word around Huntsville was Stormy was there, whatever. But the ladies got right to the point and they asked her if she had known about Stormy knowing coleslaw. And Mel said at the time she did not. She said that she later learned of it through social media, but when they were in communication, she did not. Now, Stormy, you're acting like you and Mel were friends. So much so that you've used that as a storyline in this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And when you struck up a conversation with Mel, had Mel at your house for the video shoot, or whenever you guys started talking, you didn't feel the need to tell her, hey, you know that chick that your husband was screwing or is screwing? Well, guess what? That chick used to be sitting out in the parking lot at my warehouse. She is friends with one of Courtney's friends. You didn't feel the need to tell Mel that. And now you sitting back wondering why the hell you ain't heard from her on the phone. That's some low down dirty shit. That's snake behavior. And if you will hide that from her, I can guarantee you what everybody else is saying is true. You were friends with coleslaw. You and that girl just didn't go in passing. You happened to peep outside your warehouse and you able to see her every day sitting out there. No, you had conversations with her. You hung out with her. And as a lot of people say and feel, allegedly, you're friends with her. So yeah, Mel should have cut Stormy's ass off, just like she did. And then Mel also stated that it was Stormy that let her know that Martel was talking about all of these babysitters and all of that. Now, one of the ladies asked her, I think they said something like, Stormy is not that cool with Martel. And Mel basically had to let him know she don't know what she is. Because next thing she know, she looks up, she sees Stormy on one of the biggest holidays, New Year's Eve, at Shari's house. That's another reason why your ass got cut off, Stormy, in case you're still confused. But yeah, Mel said that we will end up seeing them having this sit down, but basically she's not interested in a friendship with Stormy. Anybody that can hang around her ex, and she stated that Stormy knew some of the things that she was going through with Martel. And yeah, you can't be going out kicking it with him and think you about to come kick it with me. No, ma'am. And she also stated that she's been there, done that when it comes to having a friend or an associate where she got a battle with their mama. So we know what she was talking about right there. She done did that with Tisha and messy ass Wanda. So no, why would I even try to continue on with a friendship or anything when it comes to Stormy and your mama doing the same shit? No, both of y'all could go on about your business. So yeah, Mel peeped game, and I'm glad that she did. And let me say this, guys, just because we know Stormy is ghetto as hell, yes, I said it, Betty, she ghetto. Stormy will be the one, mark my words, to bring out coleslaw, Ariane Curry, in some way. See, she's going to be so upset with hearing Mel's truth about Mel cutting her ass off. I can see her doing that. Now, allegedly, this is what folks were thinking when Coleslaw did her little photo shoot of her YouTube channel. Allegedly, people are saying that they believe that that was on Stormy's property. I don't know. I don't care. But what I do know is this. I'm standing firm on my beliefs. There is no way in hell that that girl was sitting outside Stormy's warehouse and Stormy didn't have conversations with her. When that girl called Stormy out on Instagram and said, "Oh, you know me," Stormy ain't say shit. Now, she been dropping all this shade about Mel for the past couple months, but Stormy didn't say anything when it comes to coleslaw. Mark my words, guys. Either she gonna have her on her YouTube channel, or she gonna try to find a way to do a scene or something with that chick when it comes to the show. So we'll keep our eyes out on that. But yeah, great discernment, Mel. Great peeper of game, Mel. Mel peeped game and moved on accordingly. And guys, Mel was asked about Mr. Devin Key. So she was asked about how Martel put the post out there. We all know what happened with that. And Mel says she was really confused by that. She did say that her and Martel had dealings with Devin, while they were married. He's a city councilman. So when it came to business prospects or whatever, they were in contact with him. But she said something like Martel reached out to her because he had been trying to get in contact with Devin and Devin wouldn't call him back. And Mel said that she shared with him at the time, well, yeah, I've been trying to get in contact with him as well. Now, I think Mel said something, and my notes are not too clear on this. She said something about a basketball. I don't know if they were trying to build like a basketball court or something, maybe in a park or whatever. But she said that Devin wasn't even contacting her back. So she said she really didn't take it personal. The guy is a city councilman, so she understands that he's busy. But she did make sure to point out that they have never had anything going on. So what made Martel's crazy ass wake up that day and tag Mel in that post when Devin was arrested? Because she made it clear she's never had anything romantically going on with Devin. It's like, damn, are you just sitting back trying to match your wife with this guy or that guy? It was so out of left field, and I'm still puzzled. But I was glad that Mel touched on that in that interview. And what else did Mel talk about? Oh, they asked her if she felt like Martel was a narcissist, and without hesitation, she said yes. And we all have been saying that none of us are professionals where we can diagnose him or anything like that, but he absolutely has all the traits of a narcissist. Martel plays up for the cameras, and behind scenes, he's terrorizing her. There is a clip that they showed that will be aired this coming Saturday when Martel tries to walk Mel outside to her car. Mel declined. And he was a lot of people felt like, just from the clip, a little forceful. He didn't ask, "Can I walk you to your car?" He told her, "I'm gonna walk you to her car." Just still trying to be in control. Bondi even shared a story of one of her friends that's going through something similar, separating from a narcissist. And it's a lot of them out here, guys. It's a lot of them out here. But Mel did give some encouraging words for Bondi's friend when it comes to that. And I'm so glad that they asked this question because they almost didn't. So the interview was basically over, and Mel said, well, I got a couple more minutes. Are you guys sure you don't want to ask me anything else? And I believe it was Jamie that asked her, why would she appease Martel about that prayer? And I felt the same way, guys. You guys know I mentioned that in my live last week after the episode aired. I just felt like that gives him ammo or gives him false hope. But Mel broke it down. She stated that they were at their daughter's Christmas play. Afterwards, they were standing outside by her car. Martel basically had her on lockdown for almost 40 minutes. And she said, after just being out there and wanting to send his ass on his way, she went ahead and said that she would pray. And she said she threw out that time just to throw it out there. And we know that Mel also reshared. Well, did she reshare the live? I'm not sure. I think I saw it in one of the Facebook groups. But somebody else pulled up the live of that day when Mel was talking to her friends about it, laughing and everything. And basically it was boy bye. Gone head on. So she just fed him some BS, rightfully so, because he fed her BS for years. But yeah, she just wanted to get him out her damn face. But it's a lot more that went on, guys, in this interview. They did ask Mel about her dating life. She said that she's going to continue to keep that private, and I don't blame her. We've watched her start this show being married. We then learned of everything else that was going on in the marriage as far as extracurricular activities from Mr. Martel. And then we witnessed them getting divorced. So she deserves to have something that is just for her. And I wouldn't pop out with anyone until I'm walking down the aisle. Overall, great interview. I will have a little bit more commentary about it. I still want to talk about her interview with Carlos King as well. But what this has revealed to me, and we've all been seeing it, but since Mel damn near stepped foot on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the girl has been surrounded by snakes. Stormy, you're a snake. We know Martel is a snake. We know Destiny, snake. We know the Scotts, snakes. Because I find it very odd as women. This is to Tisha and Kimmy. As women and wives, you guys couldn't even have real compassion for what you know Mel was going through with Martel. I find that odd that not one time on this show have we seen them really have a discussion with Mel and just being there as a woman, as a mother, knowing how either it feels or if they've never experienced it, how it would feel to them what she went through with Martel. But everybody want to try to act like Martel is such this great ass guy, and we know that he's not. Even Kimmy continues to say or try to paint Martel in this good light, and he's not. I don't give a damn how much Martel puts on for the cameras, the things that this man still has going on currently behind the scenes off of the show contradicts what he tries to show on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But like I said, guys, I will be dropping another video. I love this interview. I don't know if it's because Mel is closer in age to the ladies. Like I said, I know that her and Bondi have a friendship, and I just felt a difference. I felt her guard down, and I just felt Mel was just a little more open. So again, great interview. As I mentioned, if you did not see it, make sure to go to Bondi Blues YouTube page. I will put the link in the comments. Make sure to support those ladies. They did an excellent job with getting answers to a lot of the questions that we have. But you guys drop down in the comments. Let me know if you were able to see the video when it dropped yesterday. If so, drop down. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts of all of these snakes. Like I said, no respect to Carlos. And you know, I try to give Carlos the credit because he is a black man in a space that's producing shows, creating shows, and all of the above. But I don't like how you apologize after the fact. No, think about the shit that you gonna say before you say it and don't say it. Think about the treatment that this lady has experienced on this show and make sure to shut it down. You know, he acts so surprised when Mel said that she felt like she wanted to leave the show. And he bucked his eyes. You did? Yes, she did. Do you not see the shit that she's going through on your #1 show? So it's phony to me, and I'm glad that Mel cleared up that it's not like they're friends, okay? It's like they're more of business associates, if you ask me. Yes, I brought this show to you. You were able to pitch it and get it going, and that's about it. So, Carlos, stop saying that you all are friends, like y'all picking up the phone and talking to each other. No, sir. But drop down, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Please also make sure to like this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.